Women have made dating into like high key prostitution. Like y'all are really trying to slide it like it's not. Like, hey, I done gave you my time and my time costs. And they like, for a date? I feel like the date is the payment. Like I feel like me taking you out to dinner, that's not enough conversation. You're like, no, I got bills to pay. I don't got time to waste. Well, why are you on this date? You didn't have to accept it. You could have said no. Like I'm not in a place in my life where I can date right now. Like y'all will accept dates and then want a man to pay for your time. Tell me that ain't prostitution. If y'all don't quit fucking playing, if you just selling that coochie.
Yeah, I mean, they're looking for something. They're looking for a financier. They're looking for a sponsor. They're looking for a free meal. They're looking for a way so they can just eat without cooking.
Just say that. Say this cooch for sale. My time is for sale. Say I am a high key escort, but I want to keep it low key.
Speaking of escort, technically, an escort doesn't sell sex. When you hire an escort, you're paying for somebody to accompany you to like a event. So technically, yes, an escort does not sell sex. She sells you, going with her or just you taking somebody along, on certain events. So if the sex does happen, it just happened or whatever. But escorts do not sell sex. I know because I actually have trained some, and they actually have they were actually some of my best clients.
Cause that's what y'all are giving.
Yep, and this is how.
Hike free. Then you go to Starbucks, get a cup of coffee and some egg bites or whatever. Boom, boom, boom.
Not the
You
egg
cracking, and
bites.
then you have a good conversation. After that, like dog, cats be going out spending 300-400 and be like, man, I'm never talking to her again.
Yeah.
Like damn,
I know
because the
that's tough.
combo is blowing you 3, 4, 5,
Yeah.
and some nights more because you go to dinner, then you take her to the club. That's another
Well, if
500.
the
Then
combo is
table.
blowing you at dinner, why are you going to the club?
No, because you already had it planned out.
You just already was like,
It was
fuck
already
it.
we going to dinner, we going to this club.
Well,
Or
that's
we
the
going
problem.
to
Don't
this.
be planning out two
No, you
things.
trying to impress somebody, so you didn't know. But like a hike and
Yeah, so if you're trying to impress her, you already lost. So yes, I definitely do agree because I've been having my first date for less than $20 or for free for the last 20 years. There was a place that I used to love to go on dates to. That it recently closed it down. It was called Blaze Pizza. The one that I used to go to was not too far from where I stay. I used to love it because then I can get a healthy pizza for me and my date for less than $20. Because if you're going out your way to try to impress the person, it's like this, you're really doing too much. And then you're trying to, yeah, you're giving her too much power, so you're doing too much. But if you act like, okay, well, this is $20, I'm just gonna take you to my favorite pizza place. You're not going out your way to impress her, so you actually have more leverage. And she's like, wow, this motherfucker, he took me to a $20 pizza spot, so he really not trying that hard. But even in if you just have her just you all go for just to get some coffee or you just even better you all go for a walk in the park and straight old school.
coffee and egg bites, you crack.
I'll say this: the egg bites is killing me. I'll say this though.
You should only spend a dub on the first date. How
I
about
can agree
that?
with that.
A dub.
I feel like this. I don't want to do like a hike or working out or like a movie because like
Dub.
then I'm not going to be able to talk to you and get to know you. I want something that I could get. So maybe like
What she said is a great point because when you go to a movie with somebody, you are focusing on the movie, so you all aren't talking and getting to know a person. Okay, you might be just seeing how it is to, the vibe with them a little bit, but not really.
a stroll and like a coffee or
Sandwiches
something is cool.
and coffees is
That's
a
cool.
dub.
I'm not mad at that.
$20 is enough for the first date.
Okay, so did you?
$20. Coffee and egg bites.
I don't like egg bites.
See that y'all? That's the man that got some standards. Paul, he's a real one. because if it's a requirement where you have to spend $100, a few $100, or she has these requirements, she don't like you. Because trust me, There's men out there that haven't gave her nothing but just, hard penis and bubble gum, and then he got the draws at the end of the night, or even probably in the actually beginning of the date.
All right, we'll get the croissant.
I shouldn't be eating all that bread. But coffee
Breakfast
is good.
dates is the best because breakfast is hey man, stop taking them to dinner, take them to breakfast.
You want to know what's crazy?
That's the cheat code.
You want to know
Take
what's
them to
crazy?
breakfast, a dub.
I think about it though, I actually never ever had a breakfast date. I don't know, just I've been having things to do. I can't be meeting up with nobody that early in the morning. But speaking of going out to eat, I thought this video was great. Now next for us to
by feeding the homeless. Today's meal.
hold on, let me start over so you all can get this whole thing. So this lady, she's 21 years old and she's a retired prostitute, and she gives back to the community by cooking. And she can cook pretty well, but she's a retired prostitute. No judgment, but okay, so this is what she said. So you can hear it again.
Prostitute, I decided to give back to the community by feeding the homeless.
Okay.
Retiring prostitute, I decided to give back to the community by feeding the homeless. Today's meal is sausage over rice with some Texas toast bread on the side. These meals are also paired with water, their own utensil, and a quote booklet from the Bible to give them hope and to allow them to know that God still loves them and to keep pushing. Also, I didn't record me passing out these meals. I'm not going to record moving on because a lot of them don't like being recorded, and I just want this one-on-one connection moment giving back to the community. I advise you guys to do the same for your community. Bye. As a retiring prostitute, I decided.
Yep, I wanted you all to hear that again. But yeah, look at this. So she has cooking skills, but she wants the easy route of making money. She looked kind of like Sexy Red. For a second, when I first seen her, I thought she was Sexy Red. But yeah, but that is cool, that she's giving back to other people. And usually I would think a prostitute would give back in other ways, but okay. And speaking of cooking, I seen this one lady cooking and I couldn't stop looking. I don't know what the hell she's saying, but her cooking skills look good, and those glutes look very good too.
Calma, tô em grande, eu vou lhe mostrar o que é grandeza. Simbora, gás. Vamos lhe cortar, eu vou começar a cortar o peixe agora. Ouve, não brinca. Ele é um peixe quentemente, com a dona do peixe quentemente, vai rica mais. Simbora, gás. Vamos começar os camarim do peixe da Pitbull. Ele é o peixe.
Man, yo, that's the boom to this, that, and thing. Look at that. So yeah, so this woman, she been doing her hip bridges, she been doing that, doing her lunges. Look at that waistline. So yeah, so speaking of anything, we're gonna look at the exercise of the day, being inspired by the beautiful woman cooking. This is the exercise of the day. Okay, so this is the leg lift with the level 2 ankle band, which is really good for working the glute medius, which is the biggest muscle in the whole body. So I'm doing a plank and I'm also doing the leg lift. So this works the core and it works the glute medius. So this is my Your Best Booty Bundle. So this is really good to the 2-in-1. You get to work your core and build up your glutes. That was inspired by her.
Peixe quentemente. Simbora, gás. Acompanha a passada, filha. O que é de? Vamos embora. Só no tricoteiro tira as camas. Simbora, gás. Não vai me aguentar. Tá de brincadeira, ok? Tu saiu a primeira bunda.
The only word that I knew that she said was boonda, so that means butts. That's the only thing that I know, but she is so funny. All right, y'all, so I just wanted to go and weigh in. Ladies, if you're trying to go and tone up their body, and guys, it does help to get you a woman that can cook. So if she can cook, you know, so you won't have to starve. But myself, I got things to do, so I don't have time to wait on a woman cooking. So if I'm hungry, I like to eat right when I'm hungry. I like to make my food and I'm not waiting on nobody. But some of you guys are not like that. So just definitely get you a woman that got some skills. Even if she's a pro, if she at least cook, at least you'll be eating. But make sure she wash her hands first. All right, I see you all next time. Like, share, and subscribe.